What did we just witness? I'm speechless. What is up, everybody? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with his first MLB The Show 21 video. I usually do MLB baseball recaps, but now the new game's coming out, expect a lot of content out of me here. I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch tonight of the release of the game. I have my Mike Trout jersey on for you guys, so we are going to pull Mike Trout, guaranteed. You'll be seeing a 200+ pack opening from me on this channel early tomorrow morning as well. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow me on Twitch if you want to see more MLB 21 content. I also run an Instagram and Twitter page that'll all be in the description below. But basically today we saw the SDS final live stream where they revealed basically everything going on with Diamond Dynasty this year. We learned about the rewards for the collections. We learned about the rewards for World Series and 12-0 and Battle Royale. We learned all sorts of different things. And today we're going to talk about all of the new cards that they announced on their stream a few hours ago. Let's just get right into it. Now we're going to start off with the first inning collection reward. The first inning program, basically you go, you work, you do certain tasks and stuff to complete them. You earn different tiers of it now instead of it being a linear thing. It's more of a tier status. Once you get to tier 25, you get to pick from one of these 91 or better players: 93 Kenny Lofton, 91 Mike Piazza, 93 Fernando Valenzuela. Now, when you first look at that, you're probably going to see Mike Piazza has a lot of power. You probably want him as a catcher. I'll be honest with you guys, Mike Piazza is one of the least popular players in MLB The Show. I just personally don't like his swing. He has great stats, so if you can use him, more power to you, but I've never been good with that card. Kenny Lofton has always been a glitch in this game. He is so fast, he has such good contact, and he has really underrated power usually too. Like, he can put up some home runs for you. Amazing defense, amazing speed. He's going to be a stud in your lineup there. And then also Fernando Valenzuela is going to be one of the most exciting pitchers to use. He's new to the game, so a lot of people will be getting used to his motion. He might be really good to use early on in the game before everybody gets used to him. So I'd probably recommend taking Fernando Valenzuela or Kenny Lofton out of that. But Mike Piazza is a very good option. I'm personally probably going to go with Salvador Perez from the Team Affinity collection, the 42 series, which we saw earlier this week. Now, all three of those guys are going to be stud diamonds. Those ones are really easy to obtain. Let's talk about some World Series cards, though. Those World Series cards are usually a little bit harder to obtain. Those World Series cards are typically gotten by basically being one of the best players at MLB The Show. You make it to 900 rating, which is very high up. You start to play with some of the best players of MLB The Show in the world, and it's very hard to reach. I've tried to reach it a few times. It's hard. It is very difficult. I'm a very average MLB The Show player, but yeah. So these cards were usually hard to get for us because they were really expensive on the marketplace, and we weren't good enough to get them. Well, now you can get them. It is not easy, though, let me tell you. You have to win 40 games to get the World Series collection rewards, but you do get rewards just for playing the game. So if you play ranked seasons and you win 20 games in a season, the seasons usually last a month or so. So say you get on the game, you win 20 games out of playing 40 or something, you're 500. Well, you're going to get a free pennant race pack, which is another gold choice pack, and then eventually it'll be a diamond choice pack. So you're going to get some good cards along the way of playing ranked seasons just for playing it. And winning those games. So no matter how low you are in ranked seasons, if you're in rookie and you're like the lowest rating possible, you can easily get those World Series rewards if you just play the game a ton. It's not easy. Let me rephrase that. It is going to be a very big grind. You're going to have to play a lot of this game, but it is possible to get these rewards now, when in the past it wasn't really, unless you were good at the game. Now, what are these rewards for making World Series or winning 40 games? Well, the first one is 92 overall Prince Fielder. He is a new legend in the game. He looks like he has a very glitchy swing. It'll be a very good first base bat for you there. 92 overall Ryan Sandberg, another swing that I'm not a huge fan of, but he is there, a very good second base card for you there. And then also 92 overall Nolan Ryan, who of course throws insanely fast, so he'd be a really good pitcher to use early on. I used his 92 last year in MLB The Show 20, and I was absolutely murdering people with it. It is really hard to catch up to that Nolan Ryan fastball, and he's very out of control, so you never really know where the ball is going to go with him. So those are the World Series cards that you're going to be grinding for. If I do end up grinding those 40 wins, I'll probably get that 92 Fielder. That 92 Fielder looks really good, and I'm a big fan of big left-handed guys like that. We're going to talk about another big left-handed first baseman in just a minute, but first let's talk about the formerly known as Flawless Battle Royale rewards. That is so hard to say. Now, for going flawless in Battle Royale, going 12-0, or getting enough Battle Royale points, which I'll talk about in just a second here, you're going to get a chance to pick one of these cards. Now, going flawless is a very difficult task to do, but for doing it, you are going to get rewarded for your time. You get a 91 overall Vladimir Guerrero, 92 overall Mike Schmidt, 92 overall Tom Seaver, or 91 overall Billy Wagner. So all pretty good options there for going 12-0. You get to pick one of those cards. You get a little choice pack and it gets you pick which card you want there. Yeah, like I said, you are going to get a chance to get these rewards without winning 12 straight games in Battle Royale, which is pretty much impossible. Looking at you, Kevin God. You can actually earn BR points. So you do it for doing certain things in there. Like, let's say, hit a certain amount of home runs in your Battle Royale run, throw 3 strikeouts with gold players. You're going to have a lot of different missions you can do along the way and stack up those BR points. And then those BR points reset, I believe, every 28 days. I think they said on the live stream earlier. But it's going to be a much easier way to get those cards, but it is going to be very, very time consuming. So plan accordingly for that. If you do really, really want one of these guys, though, go ahead, it's all yours. You just got to work for it. Now, all 4 of those cards are very good, but they're also very hard to obtain, like those World Series cards we talked about. Let's talk about some cards that are easier to obtain because you can actually just get them from a pack. Now, they told us about this Prospect Pack, and the Prospect Pack was kind of weird. I don't know. I honestly didn't even look at who was in it. So this Prospect Choice Pack, there's one for every division, I believe, if I'm correct, and you're gonna get a gold prospect from it. You get it from the Team Affinity series, and you can do it from doing their conquest maps and things like that. But these are the cards you're gonna get for it. I'll give you some more information as we figure it out, because I'm kind of curious about how this is working too. They really didn't reveal that much information about it. But some of the cards you can expect to see in that series are gonna be 83 overall Jonathan India, 84 overall Geraldo Perdomo, 83 overall Ryan Weathers, and 83 overall Jaron Duran. Now, none of these guys particularly catch my eye as somebody I'm going to want on my team, but every once in a while, some of these guys go really well, especially in that Battle Royale game mode where you get to draft the gold players. There are going to be some legends on there. Last year, we had Corey Ray, was one of my favorite cards in the game, but he was a gold prospect card. So even though these seem kind of useless at first, definitely give them a chance if you can, whether that's in your Diamond Dynasty lineup or drafting them in Battle Royale. I'll definitely be giving you guys some player reviews once I start using these cards so I can tell you guys which ones I like the most. Now, there's also a Daily Moments reward. Basically, Daily Moments are something you do. It's a specific thing that happened in baseball. So whether it's Jackie Robinson hitting 2 home runs in a game. So we're gonna have Daily Moments. So Daily Moments are gonna be kind of interesting. You play them every single day. So kind of when you log into MLB The Show 21, you're gonna see the Daily Moments. Probably just best to go out and play them and see what happens. You play them and then they add up and you get certain rewards. The first reward is going to be a bronze Jason Giambi, which seems kind of useless, but it is going to unlock his progression program where basically you use that card to unlock a program that leads up to a diamond Jason Giambi. And Jason Giambi is a very good player to have early on in this game. A lot of power if you need a left-handed power bat in your lineup, or maybe even a bench bat because his defense is usually pretty bad. So you can start by doing that, by getting this bronze card. Without this bronze card, you can't unlock the other collection. So they announced bronze Jason Giambi there to unlock that. You also have a diamond Roberto Alomar in there as well. So it'll be kind of worth doing these moments. Like I said, when you log into your MLB The Show, I would recommend just doing these moments, knock them out, and then wait for the next day. Hope you get some cool rewards. You can also learn packs and stuff like that along the way as well, and also some uniforms. Now let's talk real quick about these uniforms. In prior years of MLB The Show, you could only make your own custom uniforms. So like I'd put my NMR Sports logo on it. Some people would put random stuff on it. But this year you can actually equip uniforms of a certain team that you like. So instead of trying to make the Yankees alternate jerseys, you can go out and get the Yankees alternate jerseys and equip them as yours. They are going to have some throwback jerseys available early on. You can get the powder blue Phillies. You can get all sorts of other things that you can use for your jerseys for your team. So it's going to be really cool being able to just equip those. It saves us a lot of time. I really don't like making my own jerseys. So it's going to be a huge victory for us being able to just equip those jerseys whenever we want. Now you're going to be able to get these in packs. You earn them in Team Affinity. There's all sorts of different ways to get these jerseys. You're just going to see them around. But if you see that choice pack for the jerseys, basically you just open the pack, pick which jersey you want, and you get to equip it as your team. So it'll save you guys a lot of time if you don't want to make custom jerseys like myself. Now they also told us about Team Affinities, and Team Affinities in the past have been team by team. So you'd have to complete all of the Angels stuff. You do the Angels moments, you do the missions, which is like play games with Angels players, or sometimes it's exchange rivals from Angels teams. So like the Rangers are a rival of the Angels, so you have to exchange those players. things like that. You have to do it specifically team by team and go through every single team in the MLB doing it. Well, this year they kind of streamlined the process. You do it division by division. So the rewards are they're division specific, but they're not team specific exactly. So what I mean by this is you get a few points in the Team Affinity series. You're going to get to choose one of those prospect packs from the AL East. Now you get a little further in the AL East, you're going to get your first 42 series Diamond Choice Pack. Now they released a few of these Diamond Series Choice Pack options over there. So you have Willy Adames in the AL East, you have Giancarlo Stanton, Bo Bichette, Anthony Santander, all sorts of different cards, and you can choose which one you want first. So like me personally, I don't really want Bo Bichette, but I really want Willy Adames. So I'm going to pick Willy Adames first, and then I'll leave Bo Bichette for the next time I can pick. So that's going to be something that's very important you grind out, but when I tell you these Team Affinities are a grind, they are absolutely a grind. You can do a few things. You can do Showdown, which I'll probably make a tips video on. You can do exchanges, like I said last time. You can also do certain moments with certain players, but now they're going to be by division, so it might be a little bit easier to get the specific players you want, but it's going to be hard to get all of them, and they usually go in stages, so you want to make sure, especially if there's a certain team you like, you want to get that stage all the way completed for when the next stage come out. It's going to be a lot harder to catch up. Now let's finally get into what everybody's here for. That is the collection rewards. I was waiting the entire stream for this and they finally announced it. Let's talk about all of the ones they revealed to us. They haven't revealed every single collection reward, but these are what we have so far. Now for the Angels Live Series Collection, this is what you get for collecting every single player on the Angels 40-man roster. You are going to get 95 overall Frank Tanana. I honestly have never heard of this dude. I'm just a fake Angels fan apparently because I've never heard of this guy. Apparently he throws really hard, and a 95 overall this early in the game. If you pull Mike Trout, lock him into this collection, finish the collection, get this Frank Tanana, and you'll have Mike Trout and this guy in the same team. It's going to be absolutely legendary. So do not sell your Mike Trout if you pull him day one. Put him in this collection. You will not regret it, I promise. Now for the Astros, you're going to get an 89 overall Jeff Bagwell for completing this collection. The Astros is probably going to be pretty expensive. Basically, the way these rewards work is however hard it is to complete the team, that's how good of a reward you're going to get. So the Angels is obviously going to be very difficult to get because of that Trout that's going to be a very high overall, but we're going to get rewarded for it by getting the 95 overall Frank Tanana. As opposed to the Rangers, who are going to get 84 overall Bert Blyleven for collecting theirs. And I don't even know if they have any diamonds on their team. They're probably all going to be golds, so it's going to be really easy to complete them as opposed to the Angels, which will be a lot more expensive. Whew. Now we talked about the Angels, Frank Tanana, Astros, 89, Jeff Bagwell. The Oakland A's are going to get 87 overall Dennis Eckersley. The Mariners get 84 overall Michael Pineda. I honestly forgot he pitched for the Mariners. And then if you collect all of those rewards from all the AL West teams, which means you finished all of those live series collections and you have their rewards, you are going to get to put them in a collection for 95 overall Ricky Henderson. And that is going to be a huge stud card, super glitchy speed, and he is a very annoying person to deal with. So if you can collect this collection early, highly recommend doing it. That AL West collection is going to be huge, especially the Angels, like I said. Now, after completing the AL West, you can complete the AL East. They didn't show us how who you're going to get for finishing each team in the AL East, but they did show us for completing the AL East, you're going to get a chance at a 95 overall Goose Gossage. Goose Gossage throws very, very hard, and he has a nice little sinker, so do recommend using that card as well. 95 Goose Gossage is going to be clutch. And then for the AL Central, they're kind of a weak division at this point because they don't have that many diamonds there, so they are going to get a 93 overall Bob Feller for finishing that program. Bob Feller throws really hard, and he has a really glitchy motion. So Bob Feller is a guy I do recommend you use early on in the game. Now, if you collect all of those division rewards like Ricky Henderson, Bob Feller, Goose Gossage, you'll put them all into a collection for the American League reward, and that is none other than David Ortiz. Now, David Ortiz does have a pretty good swing. I do like him, but it is kind of weird to me. They have another power-hitting first baseman that they could have used as a collection reward, and they didn't use him. I mean, I guess it just played out because Prince Fielder wasn't that good in the American League versus the National League, but anyways, we are going to get 99 David Ortiz. I'm not mad about it. This card is going to rake. It has insane power, and when you look at defense doesn't really matter at first base that much, or at least it hasn't in the past, so don't be too worried about his defense. He's still going to mash at the plate. Now, speaking of mashing at the plate, the NL collection reward is going to be 99 Alfonso Soriano. It's a 40-40 card because he hit 40 home runs and stole 40 bases with the Washington Nationals that year. These are a milestone collection. Basically, there are different milestones in careers. You may have seen the Alfonso Soriano earlier in the video. That's another milestone collection, which is why he's on the White Sox instead of the Indians or another team. So I do, yeah, so that Alfonso Soriano, though, don't get me wrong, dude. Crazy contact, crazy power, crazy speed, crazy defense. He is just going to be an absolute stud wherever you put him. And the fact that he can play second base is just icing on the cake. You can play him in left field, center field, right field, or second base, which is probably where I'll have him the entire year. I don't really see this guy making his way out of my lineup ever. And speaking of not making their way out of my lineup, we are finally getting a good 99 overall Chipper Jones. Now, this card looks ridiculous. It has crazy contact, crazy power like the other ones. The defense isn't quite there, unfortunately, but my God, dude, Chipper Jones has one of the smoothest switch hitting swings in all of baseball, or all of the games, so you're going to really love using this Chipper Jones card. You can play him at third base, shortstop, or left field. So he's going to be an absolute stud for you there once you get to him. Now, thank you guys. Oh, I almost forgot. Sorry, there is a choice pack that is out as well as the 42 collection. Now, the 42 collection we heard a lot about. There, of course, are the Team Affinity Diamonds. You also get the free 42 choice pack at launch if you ordered the deluxe edition like I did. When you collect every single 42 card, that means all of the Team Affinities you completed, got all the 42 cards. You got all the 42 cards that were in the choice pack, so you're going to have to buy some of them off the marketplace. So you're going to have to save some of those stubs. Don't sell those players early. Once you collect every single 42 card, which you can do as early as tomorrow if you want, you get a 99 overall Jackie Robinson. Now, Jackie Robinson, obviously, icon of the game. Love him. He's a great dude. But his card is usually not that great. In my opinion, I'm not the biggest Jackie Robinson fan when it comes to MLB The Show, but to each their own. This card looks very good. The stats are great. The speed's great. The defense is great. He has so many positions he can play at. So, great card if you are able to use him. I don't personally have the best luck with him, but I will get that card eventually, and I'll give you guys a debut when I do. Now, there is there are a few more cards that are being released as well. These are coming in the form of a choice pack that's available day one. It is the Space 1 series. Now, the Space series apparently is going to be something that changes every week. So this week 1 of the Space 1 series is going to be a choice pack where you get a rare round or a base round. The rare round consists of Wander Franco, 91 overall prospect from the Tampa Bay Rays. You have a 91 Felix Hernandez, a 90 overall Juris Familia, and my God, dude, Familia is so good. If you guys can get this card, definitely recommend taking it. Honestly, if I get this card day one, I am going to take him, without a doubt. He's just too good. He's too nasty in my bullpen. Now, you also get a base round that has 86 overall Jason Dominguez, 87 overall Kenley Jansen. I'm a big Kenley Jansen guy. And an 87 overall Tino Martinez. That'll be pretty good. As well as an 86 overall, I think it's Matt Libertar, something like that. I know Krubby's going to roast me for that in the comments. If you're a Cardinals fan, let me know how you pronounce that, man. Libertois, dude, I'm butchering that so bad. We're not even going to talk about it. And then at 87 overall, Jason Kendall as well, if you want to pick that one. He usually doesn't have a lot of power, but he's a really good contact first catcher. So if you do want to pick Jason Kendall or you're a big Pirates fan, you can do that as well. Now, I think we finally got through all of them. Those are all the new cards coming to MLB The Show 21. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more MLB The Show content. We're going to have a crazy year this year. So much MLB The Show content coming to you guys, as well as MLB content on the daily. Be sure to hit that sub button, as well as the Twitch link in the description if you want to watch me live stream on Twitch. It'll be a super cool time. We talk about all the new things. If you have your questions, that's a great time to come and ask me those questions. We can talk about it, and hopefully I can give you some tips. Like I said, I'm not amazing at the game, but we like to have fun there, talk baseball, all sorts of things. So thanks again so much for watching this, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one, and have a great time enjoying MLB The Show 21.